Today at Monstrum Tactical, we're going to show you all the tools needed to replace your standard AR-15 handguard with the new free float handguard. Now some tools you might already have on hand, but there are a few that you might want to buy or borrow before tackling your build. For a free float installation, the first tool we recommend is an upper receiver vice block. Now the vice block allows the upper receiver to be securely held while working on the rifle. The most popular type is a clamshell design made from plastic or composite. These are readily available online and are useful for all types of maintenance. The next tool on our list is optional, but it's well worth the money. Now if you're starting your free float build with a rifle that has a standard forend, a handguard tool like this one's convenient for compressing the delta ring spring and removing the handguards. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to push down on the delta ring and remove the handguards at the same time, but with the handguard removal tool it makes it an easy one-man job. Now our next tools are required if you're starting your build with a standard front sight base. The AR-15 in its traditional configuration is equipped with a front sight gas block assembly that's held onto the barrel with two tapered pins. But because the pins are tapered, they can only be driven out in one direction. Using a cup tip punch will prevent accidental damage to the pins during installation and removal. As always, be sure to wear safety glasses anytime you use a punch and hammer. The other special tools needed at the front sight are a number 2 or 5/64 inch roll pin punch and a number 2 roll pin holder. The roll pin holder is used to start the gas tube roll pin into the gas block, and the roll pin punch is used to drive the roll pin. Our next tool is a bench block. When working on a standard front sight, an armorer's bench block can help hold the barrel steady while the pins are being installed and removed. An armorer's wrench is an absolute must-have for any free float installation. This tool is used to remove and install the barrel nut and flash hider when you change handguards. Actually, it's so important that we stock it at Monstrum Tactical, so visit us online if you'd like to order one. The Monstrum Tactical Armorer's Wrench is specifically designed to be used with a 1/2 inch torque wrench. Now you'll want a torque wrench that reads between 30 and 80 foot-pounds when installing your barrel nut. If you're installing a screw-on type free float tube or quad rail, you'll also want to have a strap wrench on hand to tighten the handguard onto the barrel nut. Once the free float handguard's nearly tight, you can use a level to align the Picatinny rail on the handguard with the rail on the upper receiver. You're also going to need a few new parts when doing a free float handguard installation. The first thing, of course, is a new handguard and barrel nut. But to go along with that, you'll also need a new low-profile gas block and a new gas tube roll pin. The low-profile gas block replaces the one built into the standard front sight. Most types use set screws or clamp onto the barrel, so be sure to measure the barrel diameter at the gas port and order the correct size gas block for your barrel. You're also going to need a high-quality lithium moly grease, like Aeroshell 64, when installing the barrel nut onto the upper receiver, as well as a blue medium-strength Threadlocker like Loctite 242 to keep all the hardware tight. Well, that's it for our free float tool video. Visit us at monstrumtactical.com and be sure to let us know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future.